Hello guys, welcome to my channel. Today we will see how to create CDS table function in ABAP Cloud environment. But before that, what is CDS table function? ABAP CDS table functions are used to define table functions that are executed directly on the database. These functions can be called within CDS views and can leverage the HANA code pushdown capabilities in ABAP CDS. So basically, what we have in CDS table function, one CDS entity that we will define using the statement define table function, and we will have one AMDP method. Okay, so we have two components in CDS table function, one CDS entity, so that we will define using new data definition, and we will select the option define table function with parameters. Okay, so this define table function option we will use in the data definition to create a CDS table function. And in this CDS table function, we will call our AMDP method. In the last video, we have seen how to create AMDP procedure, but in this video we will create AMDP table function. Okay, we will create a new class, and same way we will add marker interface if underscore AMDP marker HDB. Then we will create a method, and instead of procedure we will write here for table function. Okay, in the last video we have defined one static method and we had importing exporting parameter, but here we will write for table function, and then here we are creating one method for table function. This is the table function name which we have created in the previous step. Let's create CDS table function now. Right click on core data services, new data definition. We need to provide CDS table function name. For example, table function SO data CDS table function. Click next. Next. What we need to select here, table function, define table function with parameters, and click finish. So this is our basic CDS table function structure. Here we can provide the parameters which we will use in this CDS table function, and we need to define the fields which we will return here and implemented by method, class name and method name. So here we will write the AMDP class name and method name, in which we will write logic for our CDS table function. Okay, so let's get started. Parameter name. Here we will create a simple CDS function which will return sales order data based on one maximum limit. So we will define how many maximum rows we can return from this CDS table function. P underscore max rows, and we need to define the type of this parameter. ABAP dot int integer for type we are defining. Let's see what was the type in our database table. This was ABAP char ten. ABAP.char. This is the type for sales order. For sales order item, let's see the type. Okay, let's open the sales item table, and it was ABAP.numeric 6 length. ABAP.numeric length is 6 semicolon. Let's add another field called material, and let's check its length. ABAP.char 40. ABAP.character type, and length is 40. It is 40 character long. Let's add net value field. What is the type? ABAP.currency 15.2. ABAP.cu 15.2 semicolon, and let's add currency field as well. Currency. What is the currency here? WAERK. And what is the currency field? Currency data type ABAP.CUKY. ABAP.CUKY. Do we need length here? Okay, so these are the fields which we need here. These are the fields which we will return from this CDS table function. So what it is expecting here? It is expecting the class, AMDP class, and its method. So let's create the class first. Okay, new ABAP class. Let's provide the ABAP class name here, ZCL. For example, sales order. Table function, web This is actually one AMDP class for table function. Next, finish. This is the basic structure of our class. What we'll do now, we will add interface, markup interface here, if underscore AMDP underscore marker HDB. So we have added the AMDP interface. Let's add the declaration for our CDS table function method. So for example, we have this method called getData. GetData for table function. And what is the table function name? Table function name is ZTF data. So this name we need to provide here. Okay. So we have declared our CDS table function method. What it says, CDS, this table function, this is not a table function. Why is that? Because we have not activated our table function yet. We need to provide our class name here. Class name 𝗓𝗂𝗪 SOTF. What is the method name? What is the method name which we just created is getData. Save and activate. What is the error? We need to add client field here. It is the required one. Let's add client 𝗵𝗏𝗁𝗏 Save and activate. Let's close this. What is the issue now? So yeah, as you can see, it is activating below, and it is, this table function is activated. But it says no authorization. This is just a warning. Let's ignore for the time being. So we have created our CDS table function method in the ABAP class. Let's provide the implementation. Method getData by database function. In the last video we have seen the AMDP procedure, and here we had written by database procedure. But for table function, what we need to write? By database table function. So that is the difference in syntax for AMDP procedure and AMDP table function. It's same, so we need to provide its read only, as it is trial version, so we can't write anything here. Okay, what we will do in this table function, we will return our sales order values. Okay, so here, for example, let's pick values from sales order table, sales order header table, 𝗬𝗏, and we need 𝗏𝗏𝗏 and we need 𝑚𝑎𝑡𝑛𝑟. What else we need? Net value and currency. NETWR currency. Currency WAERK. WAERK. From which table? 𝗔𝗕𝗔_SO. Okay, this is our header table, and we will do inner join with our which table? Item table. 𝗔𝗕𝗔 and item. SO item. Okay, and let's provide the alias for it. One item. On header dot 𝗬𝗏 equal to item dot 𝗬𝗏. Okay, order by 𝗬𝗏 and POSNR, and we will add the limit. For example, how many maximum lines we need to return. So for that we have this parameter maximum rows, so that we will write here. And we are returning the sales order data. Also we have maximum limit here. So yeah, this is the parameter. What is the issue here? Okay, I think I missed the client field. Let's add that here. What is the client field here? Client. And we are also using the tables here, using table ZDT Z Z array ZDT SO, and what is the second table that we are using? ZDT SO underscore item. Okay, so now as you can see, error gone. Let's add session annotations to fix this issue in ABAP class. So these are the client handling annotations which we need to add in our CDS table function to use it in our AMDP class. Let's see. As you can see, the error is gone now. What else? Let's provide the reference for this field, for which table these fields belong, that we need to mention here. For example, Oznar is belong to item table. Same for MATNR. We're missing the comma. This is also belong to item. Same for this currency field. Client belongs to header. Same for sales order, and POSNR belong to item. Return type mismatch. Y as order. It is expecting the same name as we have here in the CDS table function. So let's provide it here. Same name, material, net value, currency. Okay, that's it. Let's try to save and activate it. What else? Okay, so it is in edit mode. Let's activate it. It is activating. Let's wait. 0%. Yeah, it's done. Let's go to our class now, save and activate. It's activated. What we will do now? Let's test our CDS table function. Go to run menu, run as web application. How many rows we want to see? It is asking for parameter. What is the parameter here? P_max rows. So how many lines we want to see? For example, we want to see 2 lines. Then click on open data preview. As you can see, it is showing us 2 lines. Why? Because we have added the limit as P_max rows. So whatever lines we will enter here as a parameter, it will show us the same number of lines here in the output. Let's try again. Go to CDS table function. Run. Now, for example, I want to see 4 lines. So yeah, it is showing us 4 lines now. So yeah, yes guys, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll meet in the next video. And please do like and subscribe this channel. This will really motivate me to create more content and more informational tutorials for you. Thank you.